Hi, I'm Teddy and you are watching Top Review. Subscribe to our channel to see more reviews in future. The main advantage of food preparation that involves dehydrating is maintaining the same amount of vitamins and minerals as in fresh food. Another huge upside of having a dehydrator at home is that food that is dried at home is 100% natural and doesn't contain any additives, as is the case with commercially dried food, which very often contains different kinds of additional substances. Top 5 Best Dehydrators. Nesco Snackmaster Pro Food Dehydrator. We like. Intuitive dial controls temperature setting. Comes with a lot of extras. Stores easily in a kitchen cabinet. We don't like. Needs to be manually turned off. Dated design. This model is perfect for average-sized batches of dried foods. It comes with 5 trays, but can handle up to 12 if you want to work in larger batches. The thermostat on this dehydrator is adjustable from 95 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, and it has a top-mounted fan that's designed to send the air downward and then horizontally across the food trays for more even drying. If you prefer to store your appliances in the cabinet rather than on the countertop, the 13.5-inch tray diameter of the Nesco Snackmaster Pro made it easy to fit. The cupboard-friendly size didn't impede the appliance's capacity, either. You still have plenty of room to fit food when it came time to dehydrate. Along with the dehydrator, it also includes 2 solid liner sheets for making fruit roll-ups or drying sauces or other liquid-like substances, 2 mesh sheets for other foods, and 3 packages of jerky spice to get you started making your own jerky. The dehydrator's light gray exterior is slightly speckled, which was fine by us. If you're looking for a design-forward, modern dehydrator, though, this probably isn't the model for you. The trays are top-rack dishwasher safe. Be ready to take a snack break while they soak in the sink for the few minutes needed to clean them by hand. If you're short on time or energy, having the option to put them in the dishwasher is convenient. Additionally, since the dehydrator has a top-mounted fan, you didn't have to worry about doing anything other than a quick wipe down of the interior before storing the whole thing in the cabinet. The only drawback is that this dehydrator doesn't have a timer, so you'll have to be nearby to turn it off when the food is ready. Presto Dehydro Electric Food Dehydrator. We like. Clear cover allows for easy monitoring. No extra settings to figure out. Affordable. We don't like. Unable to customize drying temperature. Bottom-mounted fan is hard to clean. No time or alarm setting. The dehydrator doesn't have a temperature control, rather it's designed to dry food at a consistent 165 degrees. This is the ideal temperature for dehydrating meat, and after consulting the user manual, we learned we'd need to dehydrate our jerky for 10 to 12 hours. Fruit can take anywhere from 3 to 20 hours to dry, depending on how you cut them and the water content of the fruit you're using. To speed up drying times, the manual also details a variety of pre-treatments for each fruit type. This includes dipping some fruits, like figs and grapes, in boiling water and then ice water to crack the skin. Not being able to control the temperature setting meant that you had to check in on the progress of your food more frequently than you may like. You can choose a day you will hang around the house, but if you need to run an errand, you will torn between completing necessary tasks and babysitting your appliance. The perfect starter unit and ideal for small batches, this dehydrator comes with 4 trays, but you can add an additional 4 trays to double your drying space. The fan is at the bottom of the unit, which means it's possible for food juices to drip down onto it. So keep that in mind when you're dehydrating fresh produce. Fruit roll sheets and mesh sheets are available to fit this dehydrator. The temperature isn't adjustable, it operates consistently at about 165 degrees Fahrenheit. The trays nest for more compact storage and the cord stores out of the way in the base. The dehydrator has a white exterior with a clear top cover so you can watch the drying process. Sadly, there is no timer, so you'll have to be nearby to turn it off when the food is done. But that's the ideal time to taste test as well. Nesco Gardenmaster Food Dehydrator. We like. Digital controls are intuitive and easy to use. Whisper quiet 1000-watt motor. Customizable temperature settings. Automatically turns off at preset time. Works quickly. We don't like. Expensive. Large footprint. Only 4 trays are included. Dehydrators usually aren't too involved when it comes to setup, and the Nesco is no exception. Once you pull all of the parts out of the box, you give them a quick wash and get to work. Note that the fruit roll and clean a screen trays stored inside the dehydrator itself, so you'll have to pull those out if you are drying larger items. The Nesco Gardenmaster measures 15.5 by 15.5 by 9.5 inches. While the dehydrator offers plenty of capacity, its larger footprint does make it harder to store in kitchen cabinets. This dehydrator comes with only 4 trays, but you can buy extra trays and use up to 20 at a time, giving you plenty of drying space. The drying pressure adjusts for the number of trays being used, for more even drying no matter how much food you have. The temperature control is digital and adjusts from 90 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. This unit has a top-mounted fan, and the timer can be set for up to 48 hours of drying time. This model has a white exterior, and it comes with 1 screen and 1 fruit roll sheet. If you want to start with more drying space, this model is also available at a higher price with 6 trays instead of 4, as well as 3 fruit roll sheets, 3 screens, 6 packets of jerky spice, and a jerky gun. Excalibur Food Dehydrator. We like. Ideal for large families, gardeners, and sportspeople. Fits easily in the kitchen despite its spacious nature. Not too involving as it has convenient features. Spacious enough to dry a variety of foods. Adjustable thermostat. We don't like. Not for drying dippy foods or making fruit leathers. A bit noisy when functioning. Quite costly. This dehydrator provides a lot of drying space, with 9 trays totaling 15 square feet to be exact. Each tray is fitted with a non-stick screen, which is suitable for most drying. But there are also several types of dehydrator sheets available for the trays, which are ideal for making fruit leather or drying other thick liquids like sauces. The thermostat is adjustable from 105 to 165 degrees Fahrenheit, and it has a 26-hour timer so you can leave food drying while you work or sleep. A fan at the back of the unit circulates air evenly throughout. Having 9 racks is great, but they're spaced very close to each other. So, with certain foods, specifically kale, broccoli and cauliflower, which are taller, it can be difficult to use with all 9 trays. Depending on the size and height of your pre-dried kale chunks or other veggies, as you load your next tray, they may get knocked around by that tray and lose their nice even distribution, until they are dried. You wouldn't have a problem with sliced goods like apples, peaches, or meats for jerky, thaw. If you have taller foods you want to dry, you can remove some of the trays to make more room. This unit can also be used to proof dough when baking or to warm rolls or bread before serving. With almost all the trays removed, you can even use this model to cultivate homemade yogurt. If color matters, it's available in either black or white. The drawback with this model is that it's quite large, and takes a lot of space to store. It's also quite loud. Despite being the cream of the crop of dehydrators, it seems they've adopted the old adage of don't fix what ain't broke, and haven't bothered updating the motor in this thing to a quieter model. It's not that loud, but you wouldn't too excited about having it running in the kitchen. Tribest Sedona Express Digital Food Dehydrator. We like. Comes with a glass door and internal light for monitoring. 2-stage sequential timer for efficient dehydration. Fast mode for quick dehydration. Digital controls for easy programming. Advanced temperature controls. We don't like. Temperature might not be accurate in fast mode. Timer only counts down in hours. The manual doesn't have too much information. Tribest Sedona digital food dehydrators are some of the most well-designed and superbly constructed dehydrators in the market today. The design of these dehydrators is modern and advanced enough to look at place in any modern kitchen, and the design conventions follow the needs and requirements of the users. The unique features of the Tribest Sedona digital food dehydrators add another level of ease and efficiency to dehydrating all kinds of foods. The features like double fans, night mode, fast mode, and debris collection trays make these dehydrators a must-have for any serious dehydrating enthusiasts. If you have a large garden and want to take your food dehydrating to a professional level, this machine is the one you need. The temperature is adjustable from 77 to 167 degrees Fahrenheit, and that high temperature means you can cook jerky from start to finish in this machine without needing to pre-cook it for safety. Plus, it can automatically switch from an initial high temperature to a lower one for quicker drying without overcooking. This unit has 11 stainless steel trays, a glass door, and an interior LED light, so it's easier to check the drying process. There are several cooking modes: fast, raw, combination, and continuous, and the timer can be set for up to 99 hours per mode or up to 120 hours total, more than you'll ever need. The exterior is black and the fan is at the back of the unit, with a filter to keep out dust. The unit is not expandable. This top-of-the-line dehydrator can do it all, and its price tag shows it. If you want to save a bit of money, you can opt for plastic trays instead of stainless steel, but the stainless steel ones will last longer. You'll need to dry a lot of kale chips to recoup the cost, but since it comes with a 10-year warranty, chances are that you'll get a lot of use out of it. If this review was helpful, please leave a like on the video. You can also subscribe to our channel for more future reviews and ask any questions in comments.